Well, good morning, you guys. Uh, it's kind of a difficult day. I was able to sleep a little bit more than the night before, which is good because I really needed to. But I don't feel so good this morning. I It's Tuesday, so I'm heading over to ping pong, which is one of our physical activities that we're doing. But I woke up and I had a bellyache, and it was very difficult to get out of bed. I was very lethargic. I'm guessing that probably has something to do with how little calories I had yesterday. I don't know. Didn't really feel like eating anything. And of course, the sugar monster was strong, telling me to go and get breakfast. Um, so what I decided to do was I had some tea with a little bit of honey and some nuts. Again, because, when in doubt, go nuts. But I don't know, it really was not very easy to want to go and do this today. So I'm gonna have to force myself to do it. But this is what must be done. And so we're doing it. So I'm gonna go see if I'll try to take it easy, but let's see if that can help and make it so that I feel a little bit better the rest of the day. All right. I got back from ping pong, and I don't know. My mood is just in a really bad place. I'm just feeling so out of it. Don't really feel like doing anything. I think that, it wasn't like a particularly strong ping pong session. I was sort of dragging my feet, dragging ass, most of the session. And so, and then just getting back here, I was hungry, I was tired, I was cranky, still am. So I had lunch. I still don't know how we're going to do this. Like, I'm taking pictures of lunches because I want to be a little more insightful, I guess, when we talk about food. And I still don't know if this is something that we're gonna talk about, like when we're doing our roundup, or post it somewhere. I still don't know. But I ended up made like a little curry. So chicken and vegetables and coconut milk and stuff. And I was just looking at the macros, putting it all in the app, and it's pretty good. I mean, as far as protein goes, we're pretty much there for the day, which is good. We definitely want to make sure that my protein intake is on point. But it's just a really, weird day. I'm guessing this is a little bit of withdrawal from, sugar. Last week, my diet wasn't the best. I did have plenty of sugar and stuff. And so cutting it out again this week to make sure that I'm staying within my macros and stuff, is doing that probably is creating this, but it just feels so out of it. I don't even know how else to say it. I'm sleepy, I'm lethargic, my mood is bad, I have a slight headache, I'm cranky, I don't want to do anything, I'm feeling kind of depressed, sad, things that I guess I have come to associate with the sugar withdrawal. It's just kind of crazy. And then this morning, as we were walking towards the metro and I was walking by the cafe in the corner, it's like there's that part of me that just wants it. It's bugging me, and you guys have mentioned it in the comments quite a bit, and we've talked about it quite a bit. It's just something that it's going to take a while for that to go away, especially because, again, last week there was more of that, so my body is going through withdrawal again. And that's basically it. I had, so this morning, it didn't really feel like eating anything. That's the thing. It just, there's this shift when, I'm eating healthier foods, that there isn't that sort of drive to eat. It disappears. But it sounds like a good thing, and it is a good thing, but it doesn't feel like a good thing. It feels kind of sad, in a way. Like, I want to eat other foods. I just don't want to eat that stuff. And it's, it's delicious. It's good. The foods that I'm eating here, that I'm cooking and stuff, they're good. They're good. It tastes good. It just, it's not the addiction. It's not scratching that itch. And so I know that this week is going to be a little bit rough because of that, because getting back into it and cutting out sugar again and all that stuff, it's hard. It's tricky. So I'm thinking that maybe, because I wanted to get away from just kind of showing every meal. I mean, I still want to show every meal, but I don't want it to be, I don't know. The way that we were doing it before felt kind of monotonous, and I don't know, maybe we can include the meals as part of a roundup at the end of the week. I know that we're measuring macros and calories, and so maybe I still don't know how to incorporate it. I'm still kind of navigating this new format, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. But I ended up having some nuts and some tea with some honey this morning. It didn't really feel like eating anything, but I sort of forced myself to have a little bit of something just so that I would have some energy for ping pong. And, I did. We're basically done for the day with our physical activity. We met our goal for the day, which is good. But I guess having a little bit of honey in the morning was good, just to kind of help fuel my workout a little bit. But again, there's also that part of me but you're having sugar and that's bad. And even though I'm staying way under for my carbs, or I did yesterday, and I probably will again today. It's, very low carb. Because the thing is that Lumen doesn't really count vegetables, like non-starchy vegetables, as part of your carb intake for the day. And so, I've had plenty of like bell peppers and carrots and zucchini and onions and that, but it doesn't count those carbs as part of your sorry, it's more like sugary carbs and stuff. So, but yeah, that's basically it for today. I'm gonna try to keep going, see what we end up having for dinner tonight. But yeah, this first few days are gonna be rough. I don't feel good at all. I'm just feeling really out of it. So yeah, one day at a time, one meal at a time, we keep going. I am excited to see all of our tracking sort of in one place, put together. Still working on that one. By the time this comes out, you will have gotten the first iteration of it, but I'm still working on it. So that is going to do it for us today, folks. I really just don't have any more energy to do this. So, all right, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I will provide some more updates as they come up, but that'll do it for now. Well, I thought I'd give you guys a little update Still trying to figure out like how and when to do this. I am having some of the leftovers from lunch, and they're pretty good. I'm gonna end up meeting all my caloric needs for today. This is the curry that I made for lunch, and so what I ended up doing was make the whole thing, sort of like weighed all the ingredients as we. Where's the lens? Oh, right there. Made all the weighed all the ingredients as I was cooking, and then we ended up having like 80% of it between the two of us for lunch. And so there was about 20% left, I guess. That's what I'm having. About 20% left. It's not exactly scientific, but it's okay, I guess, right? Done is better than perfect. I'm sure that I'm probably off by a little bit, but maybe not too much. Maybe it is not that much. Hot. I added some, just because the curry by itself wouldn't have met. I was still under the 2,200 calories that I'm trying to do per day, and I was way under yesterday. And so I added some chia seeds and some walnuts and a few raisins to get to that. I think it's 2,400. 23 something that this ended up being. So, but it's difficult to bring myself to eat. Like, I didn't really want to eat anything. And I know that I need to meet my calories. As important as it is to not overeat, it is equally important to not undereat. I guess. I don't know. I guess some people have said, like, if you don't feel like eating, don't do it. But I still don't know how much of that is I don't feel like eating because it's not the delicious, junk food that my body wants, that my brain wants, because my body doesn't want it, my brain wants. Or I don't feel like eating because, I have plenty of, or I've consumed plenty of calories. But I know that on average, every day I'm burning around 3,400 calories because, it takes that much energy to move all of this around. So even if I don't feel like eating. Now, the interesting thing is that I really didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like cooking or doing anything. Now that I'm doing it, I keep looking over here. You guys are over there. Now that I'm doing it, I actually do feel like eating. And my body is welcoming this very nicely. So I guess that's good. Today has been rough. I don't know. I felt kind of depressed. And this tends to happen like I mentioned before, this tends to happen when I cut back on sugar and simple carbs. I go through that withdrawal syndrome. And so, it does not feel good. And again, like I was saying at some point, I think today, or I don't remember when, it's not like the food is not tasty. This is delicious. This really is. Crazy good, y'all. But such is our brain. And so we just got to keep going with this. Eventually, things will even out. But it's very interesting because now that we're doing this, like the commitment is back. It was as difficult as it has been in other days in the last few weeks. But I knew that, we got to stick to our macros and our, nutrition for today. No cheating allowed. And it really is a matter of mindset. If your head is in the right place. It was difficult, but not like earth-shattering, catastrophic like it feels sometimes. And there are little moments of weakness, like as I was heating this up, Jolima was making popcorn because she loves popcorn and she loves to watch TV and eat popcorn. And that smells so good. But I knew there was going to be a lot of salt and a lot of carbs. So I'm staying down here and eating my dinner. But again, it's having that resolve that makes all the difference. All the difference. This little curry really is so good. Incredible. So I keep thinking that we need to come up with like a little cookbook. Because especially when you're doing something like this, it's very easy to just not have any ideas, like not knowing what to cook. And I don't know, maybe having like a little database of recipes that I can look at, as opposed to like trying to figure out like what to make for dinner. And you guys know what we do when in doubt. When in doubt, we go nuts. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, thank you for having dinner with me. I'm going to finish this. try to go to bed at our scheduled time. And tomorrow is another day. And we keep going. We keep going. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.